Hi ma'am, I'm Daryl J.B. Sakabayan, a BSCS student of Isabela State University. Today, I'm here to discuss about the difference between single and multidimensional array, how to declare array, how to insert data or initialize in an array, how to display an array using a cout pala, and using a for loop method. Array is a data structure that contains a group of elements. Typically, these elements are all of the same data type, such as an integer or string. Arrays are commonly used in computer programs to organize data so that a related set of values can be easily sorted or searched. Array is very important to use because it lessens the time in programming and consumes less data in the program. The difference between single and multidimensional array is that the single dimensional array is the simplest form of an array in which the data are arranged linearly in one dimension only. Single dimension is also a list of variables with the same data type. The multidimensional array in which the data are stored in row and columns order. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same type. To declare an array is you need to specify its type of elements and the number of elements to be stored, just like this in the picture. The picture shown earlier is an example of codes of an array that declared a variable. Next thing to do is to insert value. To insert value to it, we can use an array literal to be able to insert values, and we must place the values in a comma separated list and inside curly braces. The picture shown earlier is an example of code on how to insert a value. The picture shown earlier is an example of code on how to create an array of integer. Next to do is to display an array using a cout. Using cout to display an array, you can select the variable you want to display by knowing its index number. The index number of an array is always start at 0, just like in the picture. By using its index number, you can also change the value of a specific element in an array. Using cout, you can also access all the value of an array, just like in the picture. Next, how to display an array using for loop method. Using for loop method to display an array can be able you to display all the elements of the array, just like in the picture. The picture shown earlier is an example of codes using for loops method to display an array. The reason why we need to use for loop methods because for loops method have the counting variable built in. It helps us to quickly access all elements in an array. We also use for loops method to an array because of the row and columns of an array. And that's end of my presentation. Thank you and God bless us all.